Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into an article that really caught my eye. It's called Divine Birthright,
Okay.
and it was written by Shawn Wondunna-Foley. It was published just yesterday.
Oh, wow. So it's hot off the press.
Yeah, on www.innerway.com.au. And it's all about this idea of freedom, prosperity, and abundance, not as things we have to chase, but as our birthright as spiritual beings.
I like that.
Yeah, and I have to admit, when I first saw that title, Divine Birthright, I was a little skeptical.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, what does that even mean, in the real world?
Right. It sounds a bit out there.
Exactly.
But I think the core idea is really powerful.
Okay.
It's like all those spiritual traditions that talk about our connection to something better.
Yeah.
A universal energy, a higher power, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
This article is saying that connection isn't just some abstract concept. It's woven into our very being. And it comes with certain perks.
Okay, so it's not just, I was born, therefore I deserve good things.
No, not quite.
There's more to it.
Definitely.
And the article really emphasizes this idea of giving back, becoming a giver to serve humanity.
Interesting.
Even says give first, get later.
Oh, I like that.
It's like the universe operates on some kind of cosmic karma system or something.
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of that throughout the article. It's not about just sitting back and waiting for abundance to fall into your lap. You
Wow.
have to be an active participant.
So how does giving play into that?
Well, the article highlights the idea that we're all interconnected.
Okay.
So when you give, whether it's your time, compassion, knowledge, or even just a kind word, you're contributing to this positive ripple effect. And intriguingly, that positive energy tends to find its way back to you,
Oh, interesting.
often in unexpected ways.
I've actually experienced that firsthand.
Really?
A while back, I was feeling really lost career-wise, and I decided to volunteer at a local community garden just to get my mind off things. And I ended up meeting someone there who connected me with my current job.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't about the expectation of getting something in return, but it totally shifted my energy,
Yeah.
and things just started falling into place.
It's amazing how those things happen, right? And
Yeah.
that's what this divine birthright concept seems to be getting at.
Okay.
It's about recognizing that inherent connection, aligning yourself with that universal flow, and then taking inspired action.
So it's not just about wishing for a better life.
Right.
It's about actively participating in creating it,
Exactly.
but in a way that feels aligned with, well, your soul.
But exactly, when we're talking about aligning with spirit, it's not about some rigid dogma or anything. Think of it like tuning into a radio frequency.
Okay.
When you're dialed in, you get a clear signal. You feel a sense of purpose clarity, and the actions you take flow naturally from that place.
This all makes sense, but I think for someone hearing this for the first time, it could sound pretty abstract.
I can see that.
How can you tell if you're actually aligned? What does that feel like?
It's different for everyone. But I think a good starting point is to ask yourself, what brings me joy? What makes me feel truly alive when you're doing things that light you up? That's a pretty good sign you're on the right track. And from that place of alignment, taking those inspired actions, the things that resonate with your deepest self, it becomes almost effortless.
Okay, so to recap, we've got this idea of divine birthright, suggesting that we're inherently worthy of freedom, prosperity, and abundance.
Right.
But to tap into that, we need to cultivate a giving mindset and take actions that are aligned with our truest selves. Does that about sum it up?
Perfectly. And the beauty of it is it's a continuous journey. It's not about achieving some end goal of abundance. It's about recognizing that you have the power to co-create your reality, starting right now, by embracing your inherent worthiness and actively contributing to the well-being of yourself and others.
So for our listeners out there, if you were to take just one thing away from this deep dive, what would it be?
Well, if freedom, prosperity, and abundance are your birthright, what can you do today to step into that? What small act of giving can you make? What brings you joy that you've been putting off? These small shifts can create a ripple effect that can transform your life. It's pretty exciting when you think about it.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive, and we'll see you next time.